welcome to Inner Circle in Astrology once again. I am Andrea and we are going to talk further about Taurus today and introduce the energy for Gemini. So when we talked about Taurus, we said it's sign number 2 and phase number 2 in a process. This number 2 has to do with an awareness of an outside, apart from myself, not a consciousness yet that outside is not part of myself, but yes, there is this perception of an outside with all its richness. We also said that Taurus is very aware of his needs, and that's why it's not prone to change, because change brings we don't know what, and Taurus is a very conservative energy in some way, because its movement is storing of energy to grow body. It's very powerful, it's very realistic, concrete, and stable. Remember that it's powerful because the energy from the Aries moment is inside Taurus. So there is this power of the fire inside plus the matter that Taurus builds. We also said that there is great joy derived from all the sensory material coming from the outside. It's a very sensual sign, enjoying everything that is derived from matter, like the body or nature, for example. We can also add that from an emotional point of view, this sign is attached, or has a tendency to become attached to people, situations, or emotions, because again of the movement of the energy that is accumulative. In that way, if somebody hurts Taurus from his point of view, he's not going to forget easily, because it's in a way leaving a mark on his body. It's not that he's going to bear a grudge, it's just that he's not going to forget easily, because he has been hurt, and that hurt is on the body. The sign that would bear a grudge is Scorpio, and Scorpio is the polar opposite of Taurus. They form part of a polarity, Taurus being the life pole, and Scorpio being the death one, or the one related to death, the death of the form, and the liberation of energy to create more form. Well, from a mental point of view, these people, the people who have a lot of Taurus in their charts, are very attentive. This is a slow energy that is taking in a lot of information. They perceive a lot, and their thinking tends to be gestaltic, in the sense that it perceives forms or unities in reality. Something else I want to say is that the signs also rule parts of the body. In Taurus, it rules the neck, the larynx, and the shoulders, whereas in Aries, it is the head. And now we can have a look at the energy of Gemini. Gemini is an air sign. This is the symbol, the twins. It's number 3, or phase number 3. Sagittarius, this is the symbol for it, is its polar opposite, meaning that Gemini has to do with information, and Sagittarius with finding meaning through knowledge. It is a masculine sign in the sense that the energy becomes expressive again, and its ruling planet is Mercury. This is a symbol for that planet. Gemini is also our first mutable sign, so it's a flexible energy. So what we have in Gemini is that energy was expressed in Aries, which is number 1. It became concrete, or it became matter, in number 2 with Taurus. And Gemini expresses the relationship between 1 and 2. So in number 3, Gemini, we have implicitly number 1 and number 2. 3 is the relationship between energy and matter. And it has identity in itself. In Gemini, there is a consciousness of the differences in the outside. There is a consciousness in the polarity of life, the positive and negative poles that there is in reality all the time. That's why we can say there is a beginning, the beginning of an intelligence with Gemini. Not that Taurus or Aries are not intelligent people, but the energy itself is more primitive. Here in Gemini, there is a consciousness of this outside and its variations. The symbol that we have over here, the twins, refer to these differences between positive and negative poles. The twins are one black and one white, meaning or expressing this difference in reality. And the twins, again, express the infinite variations in matter. So for Gemini, reality is information, and information is relationship. So as you can see, this is a very different energy from both Aries and Taurus. Aries was fire, manifestation of desire. Taurus was a heavier energy, or with more weight, because it was making matter. And now with Gemini, we come to the mental plane and its quickness. It's a quick energy where the poles, the opposite poles of reality are always combining and combining once more. It's not that Gemini finds a combination of opposites and it stays there. No, this combination is left aside and another combination of polar opposites is found. Reality is a permanent recombination of polarity, sort of polar opposites for Gemini. That's why it is said it is information, because in computers, for example, we have this binary thing between 0 and 1, which are combined to provide information, let's say. So that's why Gemini has to do with information, and information deeply is talking about relationship. So the people with a lot of Gemini in their charts are going to be very quick mentally, very relational, and of course this energy is not going to have a depth, because that is more for the watery signs, and because the energy is more of the mental plane and of constantly finding these combinations in reality. So next Friday we're going to talk more about Gemini and introduce the first water sign in the zodiac, which is Cancer. On Wednesday, I guess, I'm going to make a shorter video talking about one of the comments that was left in the channels by somebody who watched a video, Aries, the video that had to do with Aries and the polarity with Libra. So I think it's interesting to share. So thank you very much, and see you next week.